Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here, welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. So the guys were nice enough to send me over a code for the game, so I thought I'd show you some videos on it. And not only that, I was going to bring Most Wanted today, but the game has been crashing, so I'm going to have to try and fix that and figure out what the heck is going on before I can actually continue with the walkthrough and stuff, which is kind of annoying. But it's lucky that Car Mechanic Simulator is here for me to do it. So today what we're going to have to do for this guy's car is fix his suspension on the left front because he went over a big pothole. So at the moment what we can do is try and hide and show all the parts that are broken and so on. But from what it looks like, we can't really see anything at all. So what we're going to have to do is either do an inspection and kind of scan all the parts, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take it to the test track. Because if I take it to the test track, I can give it a nice drive, and then we can see kind of more than we would, say, using something else. So let me just see if I can change the camera. I can, that's awesome. So let's try and drive this. Hello. This is a bit different to all the other cars. It's a lot nicer. Whoa, okay. The handling's a bit... Whoa. Whoa there, Tiger. Where do you think you're going? Right, so what we need to do is do a braking test now. Can we do a braking test? We did it just in time. Now for the slalom test. I don't even know how to say that word, so I hope I said that right. Okay. Almost done that bit. That's quite difficult. It turns very badly. But then again, you can't even tell that the suspension's gone on this, like in test driving. You can't tell what's wrong with the car. There's people like, oh, there's a big noise going with my car when it accelerates. Like, that's your engine, love. That's your engine, love. There's nothing else making a noise when I'm driving it. That's the only thing making a pissing noise. Anyway. So if we then go back to the garage, obviously, we need to go back to the garage, and once we're back in the garage, we can go on view. There we go. We can straight away see there's some problems with that. That is not pretty at all. So what I'm going to do straight away is make sure that I have a pretty much empty inventory, because I don't want any random parts left around that could mess this up, because a lot of the time you'll use some parts from older cars that you've worked on that are fine, but it won't realise that they're fine. You'll have to buy some new ones. So this is going to take forever for me to sell everything, isn't it? I should have probably done this before the video. But yes, there we go. We've got to sell stuff, otherwise it won't work properly. I don't know if that's a glitch that we'll fix in the future or something, but it also helps me keep track of what we need to replace. So if I take this wheel off you come. Come on. If we unscrew it. Definitely needs replacing. So now we can probably take, we can take this off, the outer tie rods and the inner tie rods. Now this video is where you'll find out that I am not a mechanic, and that's the suspension up there, the shock absorber. So don't be shouting at the screen if it takes me about an hour to figure something out, okay? But if you want to see more of this, make sure to do like, because obviously I do enjoy this game. I'm actually, like, this is quite far into the game. Obviously, there's nothing really much to spoil. I mean, you're just watching me play a level on the game. This is like level 24. There's like 75 levels, but there's an endless mode as well, which is what I'm thinking of doing for the channel. As like a series. This is just kind of a tester video to see what you think, to let me know if you want me to do more of this. Because I do really enjoy this. I was playing this all last night. Like, seriously, I wanted to watch a film, because it was some film that's like The Last of Us. Like, they pretty much ripped the idea off. Not the film didn't, The Last of Us. Naughty Dog did. But, yeah, I wanted to watch that film, and I ended up staying up till about 4 AM because of it, because I wanted to play this game as well. That looks totally fine as it is, 91%, that's fine. So I think that's pretty much everything. We just really need to take this off. To take this off, we need to take this bit off, which is the rubber brushing. I say brushing, it's rubber bushing. So we take those off, and then we know what we need to fix on the car, replace on the car. It's a really nice car as well. A lot of these cars are like little Golfs and stuff, whereas this is like a pretty nice... I don't know, it looks like a Mustang mixed with an Eclipse at the front, kind of. But then again, at the back, it looks completely different. I don't know, it's really weird, but Well, I guess I won't get sued for it. So, I should probably have checked what we need to do. We need to get quite a few things. So, suspension arm, front left, and rubber bushing. I'm not very good with keeping my brain remembering stuff, so bear with me. So, let's see. Vulcan Spectra. We need that. Vulcan Spectra wheel. There we go. And we also needed, I believe, a suspension arm, front left. And we also needed rubber bushing. I remember that one. And that's all I can remember. My brain has gone completely dead. So we also need inner tie rod and outer tie rod. Let's buy one of those. Where are we? I can't even remember. Inner. Where's inner? I can't find the letters. I'm not good with the alphabet. I lie. I'm not too bad. Okay, inner is... I can't even see it. Am I blind? Am I being blind? I am being blind. That's inner tie rod. I need outer tie rod now. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for a picture of an outer tie rod. That's why I was freaking taking ages. Oh. There it is. It was right in front of me. Okay, so next we need... So we've got the wheel, we've got you... I think we needed that. Yeah, we did need that. We got that. We've got the tie rods. We need the shock absorber C front left. And I think that is it. So let's buy the shock absorber front C left. I think that's that right. Alright, yeah. I'm just going to look for the picture. There we go. That's actually quite easier. Quite a bit easier. I wish it was just like a list of text and you could change the view to when you hover over it, the pictures would show or something. That would be pretty cool. Front left. Good. Sorted. We've got all the parts we need, I believe. There'll always be something. So let's go to assemble mode and then we can place our new parts on the car. Like so. And we've got to place in the little parts here. There we go. And I think that's what we can do from underneath the car. So now we need to bring it down while we wait for that. This is the second garage on the game. There's 3 garages. You start off in a little really small one. So these guys are like my invisible workers. And obviously I'm better than them. Because they don't exist. It would be cool if it was kind of like a co-op thing. That would be pretty awesome. They should add that in a future update, or maybe it's just a DLC, like a multiplayer co-op DLC. I wouldn't mind paying for that. That'd be fantastic. But let's put all the stuff back on, and before we put the wheel back on, we have to do the rest, otherwise it won't let us. What a nice big puzzle. Okay, put you on. There we go. And gotta put the suspension spring back on, and the shock absorber back on. Otherwise, we'll have to take the wheel off again. Well, we can't, but you know what I mean. Sorted. So now we've got to put on... Oh, no, there's another bit still. I forgot about that completely. See, I'm a good I know how to do it. Wouldn't it be so great, though, if there was like a racing game in where you built your own car together like this? I know it would be like annoying for some. Probably a bit quicker method of doing it. But I'd really like to work on my own car and make it like much more my own without just going through menus and stuff. So I believe that should be it. Completed. Yes, give me that 3 grand. Give me that 3,000. Give me that 3,000. I like money. I like money. Do you like money? Of course you like money. Money is great. So yeah, that was one of the muscle cars. My first muscle car I've actually seen on this game. Replace all the brake pads. It's me brakes. Oh, it's me again. I thought it was me brakes again. It's me again. I've got more cash. I need new brakes because I almost crashed 4 times. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy, right? He brought his car in because he bought one on the cheap to show his parents, and you can clearly see that it's not very great. And if I open it, I wonder if it's still rusty. Yeah, it's still rusty. So he bought it on the cheap, and he was like, "Oh, can you repair it for about $100?" And he made me spend like money trying to bloody fix his car or whatever. So I'm gonna take it to the test track, because then I can really see the red brakes to kind of see what I need to replace exactly. They said the brake pads, which is a pretty simple job, really. But yeah, it's kind of annoying, this game sometimes. You won't realise it, like, you'll have parts left over from last jobs, which are pretty much fine, but you got told to replace them anyway. So they're kind of like 100% done, the health, or 90% health or something. But you put them in, and it's like, no, job's not completed. It's like, what? So now I'm going to have to dig around looking for that little part again that was, like, not just under perfect. Because you don't like that just under perfect part, and you want me to buy a new one. It's trying to save me some money. It's what mechanics do, right? Reuse old parts. I mean, come on. It's how you do it in every business, right? But there we go. That's that. So now we can clearly see in a second where the issue is. We have a room which kind of tests the brakes and tests the acceleration, I believe. It's mainly brakes and suspension, sorry, in there. But I haven't really used it that much, except when I've been told to. So as you can see, the car's not in great nick. If we open the hood, as you can see, not at all. It's like almost dead. I don't know why he decided to buy a car this cheap, but he did. So let's very quickly see what we're going to be doing. So we've got 2 red brake pads there. Do we have any here? Those are orange. Those seem, well, I would say good condition, but they're orange. But for this guy, they're good. So we've got 2 more there, so we need 4. We only need 4 brake pads. So what I'm going to do very quickly is go to my inventory and... What's going on? My mouse is messing up. Sell all this rubbish from the last job, because I doubt he needs any of this. Well, he probably does. It's probably all better in condition. In better condition than the crap he's got. But I'm not complaining. Let's see used parts. What can I get? I'm joking. So 50, 50, 50, 50. So that's 4 parts, and I believe it was the other side, wasn't it? So it's 1 each side. So that's okay. So take the wheel off, and then we'll have access to the brake pads. There we go. If this is it, it's a pretty damn simple job. Much more simple than the ones I've been doing recently. Like, some of them, they don't tell you where they are. Let's go on. No, I don't mean to examine. I mean to put new pieces on. They won't tell you where they are, and you're digging around for so long trying to figure out what it is. You do test runs on possibly everything you can think. You scan every part you possibly think, and it's the one thing that you can't scan, and you only realise until like an hour after playing. So thankfully, so far, there hasn't been an instance of that for me while recording. Yet. Because this is my first video, but I'm pretty sure there will be, especially if I start making this a series, if you guys enjoy it. But as I said, most wanted, I will sort it out. I mean, if I can't, then I don't know what I'm going to have to do about that. But I'll try. I'm going to try my hardest, because I do enjoy most wanted, so obviously I need to try and bring it back. If it results in me getting a bloody 360 to run it instead of using the PC version, I'm going to have to do that at one point. Not now, but eventually. I remember playing that version. It looked fantastic, because obviously it was the best version. Anyway, back to Car Mechanic Simulator. So hopefully this is all we need to do for the job, because I don't want to spend too much money on his little rusty piece of crap. Is that it? That is it. Give me $700. Give me that paper. Give me that paper. Give me that paper. Please, because I like money. Money is great. So let's see what we got for the next job. If it's too long, then I'm not even going to bother yet with this video. Perform test drive, replace all damaged parts. Now that seems totally fine to me, and that's quite a nice car. And these guys are still working on these cars. They have been since I got to this garage, so they must not be as good as me. So before we start doing anything, right-click to them. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to sell all these like rusty, crappy parts from that Chavy's car. That's what I'm going to call it. That guy is just a chav. That's literally what it is. That's what it is. What it is. Take it to the test track. Let's see if it actually drives, because if it doesn't, then there's the issue straight away. No, it's working. That is a start. That is a great start, because we know it actually has some parts that may actually be okay. But it doesn't like turn as well, or well, then again, it does turn well, just not as well as the muscle car. But I say well, whereas the muscle car literally spins out whenever it possibly can. I've only driven it once. It's pretty awesome to test drive though. I do like having to mess about sometimes. Literally just smashing through everything. You should have seen my first like test drive. I didn't know where to go. Like you couldn't really see the arrows on the road properly when you first play it. You're like, where at what? So it's like you're just knocking over the cones. And by the time you finish, you've knocked everything over that's possible. And that is just like the magic of playing it. So I really can't wait to get to Endless Mode and record more of this for you guys if you do want that. So as I said, make sure to like if you do enjoy this. I'll leave a link to the game in the description as well if you want to try it out. Because it is only £10 currently until the end of the month. Which is only a few days. But after that it's only like £12 I think. I can't remember. But it's quite cheap for what it is. It's a lot of fun. Especially if you're into cars. Like me. I like cars. Okie doke, open the hood. What have we got in here? Can we have a look? Have we got any red parts here? Any red parts? Any red parts? Doesn't seem like we have any issues around here. This is usually a culprit, so I'm going to scan that. If I possibly can. No, it's not going to let me. So one way to scan that is literally by... Oh, I've got to disassemble this. Is by literally taking it off. You can scan the spark plugs. Those are usually some annoyances that don't really show. But at least you can scan them. Spark plug fine. Fine. That one's fine. And this one is also fine. So that's not the issue. Let's put on the parts again. Yep, that's totally fine as it is. And if we put these back on, yeah, that's totally fine as they are. So it's not that. If we then go to scan these, because these are usually annoyances. So far, so good. Yeah, that's fine. Let's check the dipstick. Aha! There's an issue right there. The oil's not going too well. Can I just check that again? Golden color. Okay, so what we need to do is... I didn't mean to take that off. I meant to put some oil in. So let's put some oil in. There's one of the issues, I believe. Hopefully. If that's the only issue, I'm just going to be like, huh, yes, I'll charge you £1 million for that one. There we go. That's back on. Let me just double check the dipper sticker. Yes, that is fine as it is. One other thing I forgot to check was the battery. Could that possibly it? Yeah, it's not that. We already checked the starter, didn't we? Yeah, that's all fine as it is. I can't think it would be the suspension. But we never really know until we try. So, if I pop, close the hood, send you upwards. Up you go. Yes. And I want to check these parts here, just to be sure, because I never trust them. Okay, she's fine. She's fine. He was fine. He was fine. So it can't be anything there, because nothing is wrong there. Let's double check a few things. No, I don't even mean to take that off. Can we scan that? We can scan that. Good. Good. Right, I need to check the exhaust now, because this is... if it's one of these bits, I'm going to cry, because you have to take the whole bloody thing off. No, looks fine to me. Yep, that's all fine. So, I can't really see what's wrong with it, except the suspension now. Everything else seems to be okay. We're going to have to take the bloody wheel off. I wonder if we can do that test in there, if it'll show me the suspension issues, if kind of in there. And if it is that alternator, I'm going to cry. You know what? I'm going to take the alternator off to be sure, because if it is, then everyone will know that watches this video. Because you don't know unless you take it off. No, the alternator's fine. Well, that's annoying. It would have been nice to be that, because then I would have known. There we go. That's that sorted. So, it looks like we're going to have to take it for the test and suspension-y stuffy stuff. Let's go! to the garage and hope that this is going to tell us. So driving forwards, looking around the car because I've got no legs. Rev the front wheels, hold and brake. Okay, move forwards. And reverse. It's annoying sometimes because you're pressing the brake before it says it. So it's like, nope, we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to roll like that. They ain't going down like that. Okay, so testing the suspension now. Hopefully this is okay because it'll be annoying to have to replace it all. You know, I don't actually know how to tell by this. I don't think this is accurate. I think you have to tell after the bloody test. Like when you go back to the room. So let's have a look, see if we've got any more stats on the suspension. Because I can't even remember if that gives you more stats on the suspension or what. Come on. There we go. It's loading now, which took its time. But yeah, that seemed okay from that screen. So if it's not, we'll know in the future that pretty much that thing just makes it coloured. Let's see if we can find out. Okay, yes, it does show the suspension stuff, I believe. I think it's showing it. I'm gonna have to bring it down to tell, I think. If I disable the body quickly, which increases my FPS by like 1,000,000. Yep, you can clearly see the suspension is fine there. Everything seems to be fine, which is a bit worrying because it's going to take me about a year to figure out what the heck is wrong with this car. Okay, hang on. My car clatters when I drive in the morning, but the sound disappears after about 15 minutes. Can you do something about it? It's really annoying. It makes a noise in the morning, so maybe it's something to do with the oil tank at the back or something around that. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. So I'm thinking fuel pump maybe. Let's take this out and have a look. Okay, let's put it back in. Nope, it's not the fuel pump. So it stops after 15 minutes. That's really weird then. If it's nothing like this is going to be annoying to figure out, isn't it? Okay. Let's open the hood again. It's got to be something around here. Can we scan that? It's the only part I didn't check. One thing I want to check very quickly first, though, is this. I could have just scanned that, but sometimes it just feels a bit quicker to take it out and have a look. So what I'm going to have to do is take this thing off. Wow, it's quite a part to have broken, isn't it? So can I disassemble that? Right, so what I'm going to have to do is literally take the whole exhaust off to get to that. That is annoying. Okay, well, at least we know what it is now, and we can actually get to work on fixing that issue. So let's go over to here and take you off. So the amount of screws I'm about to take out is going to be ridiculous, because I have been struggling on a job once and literally took a whole car apart, like all the parts I possibly could, pretty much, to figure out what it was. Turns out, it's just because I replaced it with someone else's used part, which is annoying. But this is going to be a long job, mainly because I've just got to literally unscrew the whole exhaust and then put it back on afterwards. And you won't believe how many screws that bloody part up there has that we need to take out, the main part. I don't know, the hint didn't really point me to that, and I guess in a way it makes sense, but for it to stop? I don't see why it would stop after 15 minutes. Like, maybe if it was the oil tank, or I don't know. It just doesn't make much sense to me. But then again, I ain't no mechanic. Pop the hood, and we pop. Alright, look at all these screws. Look at them. That is ridiculous. That's an insane amount of screws. The worst part, it's double-sided, I think. No, it's not. That's just in the muscle cars. Happy days! Oh, this is a glorious day. I don't have to take out as many screws. How awesome is that? This is amazing. Yeah, it was on the like a muscle car, I believe, when I last time did this. So, you know. Okay, exhaust manifold. That's what we need to replace. So let's go to the shop. And let's find ourselves an exhaust manifold. Exhaust manifold, $600. There you go. See, the V6 one has 2. So that's what I was working with before. That's why I was a bit more worried than I turned out to be. Well, expecting to be a bit more annoyed. Whatever. You know what I mean. Alright, let's put all these back in. It's still an annoying job to screw all of this in now. Hopefully we don't have to replace anything else, because I'm not taking all that off again. Let's just check the parts conditions. Yeah, everything else is fine. Okay, that's alright then. And I'm going to sell that, because obviously they don't want that back. And I don't need it. Let's put the car back up. And begin piecing together the puzzle of the exhaust system. There we go. Yes, that's it. Okay, next part. So, this game is not only great, it's educational. I just love the idea of having to progress through levels and stuff on this game, because I can't wait to see what the new garage is like. I want to see what the new testing thing is, because with each garage you get a new testing facility. Because with the first one we could only test out there, and then we could test in there with this one, so hopefully that's the job done. It is! Good job, Theo. Well done, Mechanic Theo. So, that is that. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. Link to it on Steam is in the description if you want to buy it yourself. And make sure to give this video a great like if you want to see more of this. I apologise for Most Wanted again. I'm going to try and fix that. But if not, looks like we're going to have to deal with it without it for a while I get it on 316 back up to the point where we are on the game, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully it just needs a fresh install. Anyway, thank you so much for watching as always, guys. Peace.